come up with a backlash. After you spend as much time as you have to spend to create a WrestleMania, to create the mega event of the year, but I think everything was either just getting started or we had seen a lot of. And to try to freshen things up, you have at your disposal other characters, and one of those characters being Pat McAfee.
So the thought was, could that be a good opponent for Gunther, and something more we could lean into using Pat McAfee, who's been in the ring a couple of times for us. Pat McAfee is here!
My name's Pat McAfee. I've wrestled under the aliases Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee's the face of WWE to a lot of people.
He's the only guy, and McAfee drills it.
I don't think I've ever seen a kicker with this kind of head.
Well, good afternoon. Yeah. The stories of WWE Unreal are starting to pour out, you know, if you've watched the entire new series, the second season. A lot of questions, or some questions answered. A lot of stuff in there that we're going to have to, you know, spend the next couple of days getting to that we won't necessarily get to here, but we'll get to over the next couple of days, potentially, with WWE Unreal. So some pretty cool I mean, this is more entertaining than the show really is. You know, a lot of it. Of course, that's always the crazy thing. You know, that a lot of these behind-the-scenes stuff is more fun or more entertaining than the actual show has been recently, for some people. Maybe not for everybody, but, you know, for me right now, it kind of is. It's hard to compete with real life, you know, for care and shock factor and stuff like that. Funny enough, the other day when I was praising Maxine Dupree, all I saw were botches that I guess they made in that match. So I thought it was funny that, you know, I was talking about like, hey man, I really think she's a great entertainer. And there were so many people talking about her botches. And I'm like, damn, you know, I didn't even notice two of them. Two of them I didn't even notice. I thought I was like, wow, she's much better in the ring. And there were people out there bashing her. So pretty crazy how that can happen. And I'll be honest, I missed some of those botches. But even with the botches that might have happened in the match, I still think she's better. I still think she's much improved. I don't think that changes anything as far as that goes. So, you know, I'm not going to change my outlook on that. Honestly, like, we should be used to the exposing of the business at this point. It shouldn't even be. We're still complaining about the exposure of the business. And it's like, well, why are we doing that when we know already, like, what's up? And it's been exposed forever. So, I don't know. AEW released somebody. We're going to look at that. They released Trey Miguel. And, you know, he was somebody who, you know, we're still looking at exactly what the reason is why he was released. Let's see. Big news. Trey. Let me get him on here. There's kind of a lot to sort of to get to as far as that goes. I do want to tell everybody that I will be live again tonight. Later on tonight, I've got to be live. I'm working all day around the clock. So for the people, if I come across sometimes tired later tonight, I don't know. I'm going to do my best to be fired up and pumped up. I worked a little bit earlier today, and now we're here doing this, and then I'll be working again, and then I'll be back here to do more work here again because my life depends on it. So I'll be here. So that we're talking about a round-the-clock, all-day thing. I believe that's 4, 8, 12. I'm doing a 12 to 13 to 14 hour day. So 12 to 14 hours of work today. despite not having a regular job because I'm still laid off. So I'll be working 14 hours. So bear with me on that, but I will be live tonight around maybe 8 p.m. or so tonight here on the Joe Cronin Show. I will be live tonight. So, Unreal. We got a pretty good opening with like Seth and stuff. I thought the stuff on Pat McAfee was pretty good. I haven't watched everything yet, so I'm going to be going through it even more. And I'm sure once I finish it off, I'm going to have lots of little notes on things and like we have these like revelations of you know what happened and all these things that are coming out. I mean, there's all the news stories today. There's been not a lot of great news recently, but there's a lot of them now. So Triple H gave a lot away in the show. By the way, Jim Ross missed AEW because he fell at home recently, so that's another scary thing that's going on there. Triple H reveals who knew about Seth Rollins' fake injury angle. Triple H told Rhodes at ringside before Saturday night's main event, I want you to not repeat it to anybody, but you're our guy. You need to know what's going on. We're going to do an angle tonight where Seth blows his knee out in this match with LA Knight, and we're kayfabing this like a motherfucker. I want to smarten you up to something that nobody knows because you're the guy. He's going to blow his knee out. So I don't want you to mention it to anybody because everybody will feel like Hunter told everybody and now it got out. The only people that really know are me, Bruce Pritchard, Bobby Roode, Seth, LA Knight, Paul Heyman knows because he was there. I came up with it. Right now, that's it. I don't know what move they're going to do yet, but he'll do something towards the end of the match. And the best part is that they did the thing that we're always talking about, you know, Seth Rollins getting injured with, which is landing on his knee. I'm surprised he didn't do the 450 splash, the 450, or whatever you call it. What is it called? He does like a 450 or a red, what the hell is it called? God damn it. The red herring or the pyro blaze or I don't know. It's called something. God damn it, I can't think of it. But anyway, you know, that 450 he does. Lands on his legs every time. Everybody knew about it, but Bud Bullfrog. Afternoon, the true CB forever. What's up, baby? Is that Ryan? What's up, Ryan? So YR's here. Colonel Stutters is here. I mean, does this alert even go out to people right now? I used to go on in the afternoon and we'd have like 100 people here. I feel like the alerts don't make it. We get like 40 people. Where is everybody? Let's get it out there. Damn you, algorithm. Trey Miguel was released by AEW for... They just brought him in here. They just brought him the Radicals or whatever they're called, or the whatever the hell they are. So, I don't know what that's about, but let me see. So they got rid of this guy that I don't care about anyway, but I do care about a human losing their job when they just got to like a big wrestling company and now he's gone all of a sudden. Why? I don't know. So we're going to pull that up. I'm not really sure. Apparently he might have said things a long time ago. I mean, but who hasn't said anything? You know, the announcer of AEW has said the N-word multiple times and made other slur things, and he's calling wrestling, so I don't understand what the problem is with AEW. Yes, people say things on the internet in the past. Who cares? I don't care. I don't think somebody needs to lose their job. So I'm not sure if that's fully it, but, you know, they said that that's the reason. Let's see. See if we can find it. Trey Miguel. I don't know, man. I guess that's what it is. It's got to be what it is, because he responded with, "I've made a lot of mistakes." I listen, talking freely on the internet, it's like, yeah, that could be a mistake if you say crazy things, maybe. But it's like, I don't know, man. He even apologized for it before. You're just sending a bad message that, I don't know, man. I don't understand. AEW is so weird. They pick and choose who they want to hire, fire based on outrage. Some outrage they don't care. Other people they do. It's just so confusing. You never know, who could be fired or let go. It depends on how much they like the person. Just bizarre. The network said no because of his anti-Semitic tweets from 2019 to 2020. Okay. So that makes more sense, I guess, than the gay slur stuff. Oh, MJF got another person fired. Oh, that's right. So MJF, oh wow, we gotta create a post about this. Okay, let's see. ChatGPT. All right, let's grab ChatGPT. MJF AEW. All right. So basically, people believe that MJF got him fired because of his comments on Jews. Huh. Okay. Let's see if ChatGPT can make us a thumbnail for this. Let's see if we can do it. So he used his menorah powers, I guess. I have no problem with Jews either. Like, I don't know why people have a problem with Jews. That's crazy. I mean, you could have an issue with Israel and how, like, our country works with Israel. You want to have that problem, but the Jewish people in America, I have no issue with them at all. And I mean, maybe you don't have an issue. Does he have an issue with them? Is that what people are saying? How do you spell menorah? Menorah. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Okay, let's see. MJF. So we're going to say MJF allegedly. Okay. Let's see if ChatGPT can make this for us, because it would be one of the best thumbnails we've ever had here. Guys, if you could hit the like button, that'd be the shit. If you guys would like to support the channel while I'm doing this, Cash App is up there. Streamlabs is up there. PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Anything you can do obviously helps us out. I'd actually raised just enough to maybe do it, and then something went through overnight. And so now I'm back behind again. Every day I'm behind and something doesn't go through. And then I'm behind on everything. So that credit card, that thing, that payment, it's like been 5 days of this, of every other day the next payment doesn't go through. And then I eventually pay off the thing from 5 days ago, but now the other things are going through. It's fucking crazy. So any donations, go right to me. They directly help me. I really appreciate it. Don't do Super Chat. If you can avoid Super Chat, do Cash App. Do PayPal, do Streamlabs. That comes directly to me. It immediately supports me. But But if you want a super chat, that's cool too, because super chats are awesome. I get them at the end of the month or whatever, but they take half of them. Google takes half the money, and I won't see it for a month. So just if you're looking to help that way, do Cash App or PayPal. MJF allegedly uses menorah power to fire Trey Miguel. Oh my God, guys. You have got to see this. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. What the? Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm dead. Holy shit, bro. I mean, we already have Ricochet, you know? Isn't Trey Miguel just like another Ricochet? Come on. That is fucking hilarious. Let's see if we can get this. Okay. Get that there. Put Miguel up there. That's pretty funny. Look, the mic's dropping itself. Mic drop. Mic drop. Oh my God, bro. That's pretty fucking funny. That might be the greatest thing I've ever made with the help of AI. That may be the best thing I've ever made, guys. That's unbelievable. That is simply unbelievable. Wow. What's up, Jackson? How you doing, man? Thanks for the email. I'm going to read your email in a second. Thank you for the $5, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you can give me a loan. That's cool. I'll pay you back in 2 months. You give me $500, I'll give you $800 in 2 months. But you got to do a handshake. I can't, there's no contract for that. So only do it if you could lose that money. Otherwise, I'll pay you $800 back, brother. It's up to you, though. I'd say don't do that. But if you really have 500 grand in the bank and you want to do that for me, I'm not going to say no in this position I'm in. I will take money from another grown man. But yeah, you don't have to do that, man. That's very nice of you, though. But I only want to do it if I can try to pay you interest, though. Like a real loan. A Lannister always pays his debts. Oh, I'm paying all right. Okay, here we go. All right, we got it. We got it. Should I probably put like Joe Cronin show on it? That way it's like got some kind of, you know what I mean? Like it came from us, right? Uses menorah power to fire Trey Miguel. So people are saying because MJF is Jewish that Miguel made Jewish jokes maybe or something like that. And so that's what MJF was like, yo, fuck this guy. Get him out of here. I'm leaving. I mean, okay. I could see it. But, isn't like, but it, like, I don't know. Do you think that's really true, man? That's crazy. If that's true, man, that's wild. Even if somebody said things about my culture or my religion or whatever, I'd be like, whatever, he's a fucking asshole. Or, honestly, dude, my thing is always to, like, prove people wrong. Or not prove them wrong, but, like I'm going to become friends with you. So that now it's uncomfortable. That you're like, oh, shit. This isn't that. I was wrong about people like this. Like, this guy's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you want to become friends with the guy? That's what I would do. And then maybe he changes his mind about stuff. Or you find out if he actually meant that stuff. Maybe he just said stupid shit. And then And he can tell you why he said that stuff. I mean, people just need to talk more. So I don't know if this is the reason, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's really the situation, bro. That's crazy. Okay, let's put that up there. That has at least the JCS thing on it. All right, there we go. So this is the allegation, I guess, right? Wow. The MJF got this guy fired for the comments he made about Jewish people. Wow. Miguel. What the fuck is wrong with my keyboard? Over anti-Semitic. How do you say that? Anti-Semitic? Anti-Semitic. It's just such a made-up thing. Like, everybody has some crutch that they can say, oh my God, you're a racist to me somehow. We need one for white people. You know, like a white people one, like anti-ghost or something. I don't know what it, or, you know, anti-like Caucasian people. Fans blame MJF. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know. All right, we'll put the picture up that we got. We got this nice photo we created here. I'm going to read the chat in a minute, guys. Hope you guys can hit the like button. Have you seen WWE Unreal yet? Give me your most crazy things you've found from WWE Unreal that stood out to you or that you might have caught by watching WWE Unreal. I'd like to hear it in the chat. I'm going to read them. Donate them. That'd be even better if you donate. But if you don't donate, you can't donate. Just write it in the chat. I'm going to read them. Okay. Let's see if we can grab this. And depending on how we do on this stream, I'll either stay on a little bit longer, much longer, or I'm going to go back to doing some other side gigs because I've got to keep making money, or I'm going to lose everything. So this is really bad. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go. So we got to get a little deal here. Okay, let's read the chat. How's everybody doing, man? Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you guys being here, hitting the like button, all that stuff. Have you seen Unreal yet? If you have, let me know. If you haven't, that's cool too. I'm going to be watching it to get more info from it. And I'm sure a lot of us haven't had the time to see it yet. We've all been working. I was watching it a little bit while I was driving earlier. But, yeah, I haven't seen everything yet. But there's already tons of news stories coming out about WWE Unreal at this time. So we got it there, man. Shout out to all my fellow people, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, or Christian, Jewish, gay, lesbian, straight. I mean, bro, listen. We're the most offensive yet progressive channel there is, motherfucker. We're not pussies. Let's go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Give me anything else. All right. Let's see. Do. All right, let's see. AEW. This guy ain't gonna trend. That's crazy. Wrestling will. Let's see. All right, we put up our post. Let's see how that does. Let's see how that does. That's kind of funny. The fans think that MJF got him fired. Oh my God, bro, that'd be crazy. If I was him, I'd be like, bro, I'm getting a lawyer. I thought I was going to have it, I thought I was going to have a job in AEW. I did all this stuff and I, paid off things and I have no money, MJF allegedly uses menorah power to fire Trey Miguel. That is one of the funniest things I've ever posted. Now the other thing is so let me explain what could be really going on. So I'm going to explain what could be really going on, right? Let's break the whole thing down. I believe MJF is married to this guy's former girlfriend. So the girl that MJF married is dating Miguel or no, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm reading three different things at once. I'm so sorry. So so the woman that MJF married apparently used to date Trey Miguel. That's what I'm hearing. And with the remarks that Trey Miguel has made about whatever the hell, we've all made remarks. It's so fucking stupid. Half the things that MJF has said on AEW, like at press conferences and stuff, if he wrote them on the internet years ago, wasn't in AEW, he'd be apparently be fired for it. But he can do it in the company. So it's just so stupid. So I guess Trey Miguel has the whole connection with MJF's wife. And then he said things that were like anti-Jewish, things. Whatever, anti-Semitic. I don't care what people say for the most part everywhere. When I meet you, it's like a brand new thing. When I meet you, if you said something about me or if I had a religion, my religion or whatever, I would just say, eventually I might bring it up. I might be like, hey man, you don't really hate me because of this, right? Do you? And the guy might tell you, he'd be like, hey, I just said stupid shit. I had some whatever. And then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I've thought that too. I've been angry at things before and been prejudiced to people and stuff, but only for like a minute in the moment, and then I don't even really feel that way later. I'm not even like that. So I get you. I get that. Okay. All right, cool. But maybe he says, no, I don't like typically like people like you. And then, even then I'd be like, well, that sucks. I feel like you're kind of a prejudiced asshole, but oh well. But I don't want him to get fired still. I still don't want you to get fired. I just know, I'm probably not going to be friends with you. If you literally hate people because of this, and I don't agree with that, well then, we just won't be friends. And I'll probably tell people, like, yeah, that guy fucking hates whatever. It's crazy. But I still don't want you fired. I have such a low threshold, I feel like, compared to people. I don't know, like other people have this threshold that you must be fired or whatever. You might tell me, like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of white people because white people this, that, and the other thing. Okay, well, I get it, but I don't agree with that. I think that every group has their problems and, but we're all still human. Still, you should judge people individually and whatever. I don't really care, But I get it. If you're that mad, you hate, most people that are white. Okay. And, that's, what am I going to do about it? I don't want to fire those people because of that. That's just the way I am. I don't know. Maybe, I must be crazy. I must be a crazy person with a low threshold. I have a high threshold? I don't know. Which way does it go? I just have a high tolerance for I just have a high tolerance for stupid things that we all say and for people's dumb opinions. Because I have lots of dumb opinions. And I would like to think that at any point when I've said dumb things or I've just blurted out stupid shit that I might not even agree with, that most people would be like, yeah, he was just saying stupid crap. It's not even that real. It's not a big deal. I would like to think that people would think that way. But I don't know. He got let go. Miguel got let go, and people think it's because of MJF. But it was apparently Tony Khan has said it's because of the network or someone above him that got him fired. So someone above him, it's got to be the anti-Semitic comments, because being anti-gay, sometimes you can kind of get away with that. Or you can say like homophobic things, because like a lot of slurs are just like homophobic slurs and you don't even mean it homophobically. Right? You don't even hate gay people. You're just making like you fag, whatever. People say stuff like that and they don't mean it as like, they're not really talking to a gay person. Like if you actually go up to a gay person in public, you're on video, you go up to a gay person and you say, hey, you fucking whatever, and you just say all this crazy stuff to them and you're hating them because they're gay. That's different. That's bad. That's different. That's like you literally are being that way to a gay person. But if you're just talking some shit to someone online and you call them that, to me, that's not a big deal at all. But I'll tell you, man, you go after the menorah people, you're done. You are done. Done. So we don't know if this MJF has anything to do with this. This could be a TV executive and all those people, and we all know they're always like that. So maybe that's what happened. Now, did MJF tip them off? I don't know. But people are alleging that it's MJF's fault. And it's because of the anti-Semitic thing. Well, MJF's Jewish. And it's because this guy was with MJF's wife previously. So you put those two things together, that's why MJF is getting blamed for this. Even if he didn't do anything. Right? He may be sitting there like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything. I didn't get this guy fucking fired. What the fuck? I'm getting heat for this shit. I didn't even do it. I mean, if I was MJF, I'd be like, hell yeah, more heat. Fuck it. But like now, but I don't know. But then you got like, memes like this that I just made, him holding the menorah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Menorah power, bro. Yeah. Bullied into being a bully. MJF must have been bullied bad. Yeah, it's true. MJF is like the cop that pulls you over. And he's like if this is true, we don't even know this. If this were true and this were whatever, yeah, then it would be like, wow, this guy got bullied so much as a kid. He's now like, now it's my turn to wave the big stick. Now it's my turn. I don't know. Trey got canned due to Bullfrog and Luke. Jesus. Now you're blaming Bullfrog and Luke? That's kind of crazy. We are live on a Tuesday afternoon, guys. Please click the like button. Who's going to be the first person to donate to the stream? Pinned to the top of the chat. 3 ways to donate. It is a little bit weird on an afternoon right now. I'm trying to understand. Yeah, nobody really knows Joe Bishop. I mean, we don't really get it. This group just came into AEW and was supposed to make this big splash and everything. And that's it. Road Dogg going insane over the fact he can't make Ron Cena versus John Cena make sense in the writer's room. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. Road Dogg. Road Dogg, you crazy bastard. Oh, man. Road Dogg is, dude, yeah. No, the writer's room on Unreal is hilarious. This has got to be one of the best shows. Like, I've watched a lot of stuff over the years, and I don't watch a ton of stuff now, obviously, with, you know, I have to have, like, multiple jobs and things are going to hell for me, but I don't get to watch a lot. My time is super precious, and I was thoroughly entertained by that. WWE Unreal. Great stuff. Road Dogg is killing me. Yeah, it's really funny. And they talked about, you know, the Ron Cena stuff. That's great. R-Truth being let go. That stuff's on there. Or rather, they really just couldn't come to an agreement. And then, you know, R-Truth went out there like, I got fired. You know, like, it was like, well, we were waiting for him to come to the table, and he was so far off, and we had this certain offer, and we just couldn't agree. And then he just suddenly was like, I'm fired, you know? And then I was like, what? You know, wait, okay. And then, but it worked. It rallied all these people, and then it forced WWE to be like, well, all right, well, now let's give him this. So, you know, and I don't know, because I only got to that point of the show, and I had to tap out a couple of times. So I'm going to be rewatching the entire thing a little bit later, but it's great stuff. And yeah, I mean, I basically sometimes I write Raw, or I write SmackDown, or I write a Raw or SmackDown when I'm really bored and I don't have time to start like writing a story or a novel or something. Sometimes I'll just start writing down ideas for where the characters are at. And like, I had my whole idea about Gunther. People liked the Gunther thing. They didn't like the other stuff. We booked that in our brains, in our minds, right? Try not to get too carried away with it like Tony Khan or something, but I really wanted Chris Jericho. I really loved the idea, and I wish to God that they would do this. I don't care if they took the idea. Maybe it's a crap idea. My idea sucks. But I really wanted to see The Miz be announced number 30 in the Royal Rumble, or number 40, or whatever the last guy is. God, I wanted that so bad. I just don't know if it will work in Saudi Arabia. It might not. But I really wanted Miz to be like gloating for months. Like, I won the lottery. I'm the last guy in the Royal Rumble. I'm the last guy in the Royal Rumble. And then I would have loved if Chris Jericho was returning. And people thought Chris Jericho was going to come out. And he never does. Like, I really want that bad to happen. And then Jericho comes out, knocks out The Miz. And then we don't see it. We just see an elbow, and The Miz gets hit in the face, and he's like, oh. And then Adam Pearce is like, what the hell are you doing? You're not supposed to, what are you doing dressed to wrestle? You're not even supposed to be here yet. You're supposed to show up on Raw tomorrow. And then Adam Pearce just goes, well, somebody get an ambulance or whatever. And then he goes, fine, go out there. Go ahead. You got your way. And then, like, it's that sort of thing. But like, what is he talking about? Who is it? What was going on? And The Miz gets like, he's bleeding or something. He got Judas effect, right? But we didn't really see it. It was up close, so we didn't know what just happened. I'd love that. And then all of a sudden, number 40 or number 30 or whatever it is, and The Miz starts, like, his music was already playing, and The Miz's music stops playing, and then like like fucking Jericho music plays, people would be so crazy because they would think that, oh my God, Jericho didn't show up at the Rumble. We thought Chris Jericho was going to be here. Now he's not here. And then Jericho is there all of a sudden. And I would have thought, I just thought that would have been awesome. And you would have built The Miz up, and that's so funny to me that The Miz gets knocked out and then doesn't get to do it. But maybe this has to do with being in Saudi Arabia, they can't do it. I don't know. This reminds me of the time that I wanted on the Jericho Cruise, because they were filming on the Jericho Cruise for AEW, and he was in a blood feud with Jon Moxley. And it would have been fire if Chris Jericho was on the cruise, because they already were filming the show on the cruise. If somebody was like, Chris, and Jericho's like, what? And then like Jericho grabs like a pirate lens like that where he opens it up and he looks. And then you see from the camera perspective a speedboat coming towards their boat on the cruise. And it's Jon Moxley, like, you know what I mean? Like looking like a pirate on a high-speed boat. And Jericho's like, security, stop him. Don't let him on the boat. Don't let that son of a bitch on the boat. You know, and Jon Moxley's on a boat, and he throws a hook up in the air, and they film it prior or something, whatever they got to do. And then suddenly Jon Moxley's climbing the rope. He's climbing. You know, can you imagine the commentary? This is an invasion. This is piracy. Jon Moxley is climbing up on top of the boat to the Jericho Cruise. You know, and Jon Moxley, and it's like a pirate invasion on the Jericho Cruise with Moxley and all his buddies, and they just dive onto the ship and then start fighting, and it's fighting all over the ship. And bro, it would have been awesome. Like, and they didn't do it. I could not believe they didn't do it. Because it was right there. It's not that hard to me to film that. It would have been chaos. And it's just too bad, bro. It's too bad. It would have been better than the dinner debonair or whatever the hell, right? Which, by the way, is good because you still talk about it. It was so ridiculous, right? But this would be a little more of an action thing. And I just thought it would have been great if Jericho had the what do you call it? What do you call that thing? The binoculars or the little pirate thing, and he looks through it, and there's Moxley, hair blowing, and he's on a high-speed boat, and he looks crazy, and he's got all the people with him, and he's heading towards the Jericho Cruise. Oh, I could not believe they didn't do that. I even said this weeks before the cruise, like way before the cruise, and I kept saying it, and I was like, please, somebody hear this and do it, because that would have been awesome. So, you know, you throw the guys off the boat, whatever. I don't know. Maybe you can't do that logistically, but you could do a lot of stuff. And that you could do what I just said. You can film Moxley on a speedboat prior. You can film the rope on the side of the boat prior. And you can even have Jon Moxley already on the ship, just come out of a cabin or come out of an area off camera. So the fans watching at home, from their perspective, they think he just threw an anchor onto the ship and they're climbing onto the boat. But the fans that are there, you know, he just kind of comes from out of nowhere. But like at home, you think like the ship's been invaded. You could film that, no problem. God, it'd be fun if they did that. I really wish they'd done it. I was so pumped about that. Periscope, thank you, Grid. Fucking Periscope. Oh. Jay Briscoe wasn't allowed in AEW because his anti-gay tweets. Remember, Joe? Yeah, I do remember that. But then they brought them on. Then they did allow him in there, so it's okay. So that you're right, they did stop them, and then they brought them on eventually. And then, but this alleges that there's some kind of anti-Semitic thing. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. What the fuck? What the hell is this? I'm sorry, I'm going to play that donation. It was the first donation we got. Thank you, sir, for that donation. I appreciate that. I'm going to play it 1 second. Everybody, I will be here live tonight around 8 p.m. tonight. I hope you can be here with me tonight as well. Okay. Let's see. I'm a little itchy. All right, let me play that donation. Let's see. Oh, it's from Grid 414, the man. Yo, Grid, thank you so much, man. Love you, brother.
It's okay, I am
you gotta love him.
Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. My fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. But it's okay, I am a horse. It's okay, I am a horse. My fecal matters on the floor.
Yes, Grid.
On the floor.
World going. Nuts libtards are losing their minds for people that are causing trouble. The Genius Act banks want to be more greedy and not give me my yield. Fuck IT all, burn IT down, I'll bring the marsh of mellows.
Yeah, it's kind of scary that a lot of us are feeling that way. You know, Grid, like, it's pretty crazy. I don't know what to say about this, but everything is kind of chaotic right now and going to hell. It really is a friggin' mess. And I think like everybody's to blame in some ways. Like, it's not just one thing. I do blame kind of everybody, but my God, what in the world is going on in the world right now? You know, I've never had this type of trouble getting a job ever. It's taken me forever to get going. And I feel like stocks are going to go down this week now, too. And it's like they were just going up, and now they're going to go down. And no, MJF did not get fired. MJF got Trey Miguel fired, apparently. Allegedly. That's what they say. That's what they're saying. I don't know if anybody really agrees with that, but that's what they're saying. That he might have been the catalyst with that. But I think that they're saying it's higher ups. Tony Khan even saying it's not him, it's the higher ups. So did MJF go above Tony Khan's head to, somebody Feinstein up who in charge of AEW? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But it could be all just a lie. Like I said, it could be just BS. People are blaming MJF though because of the connection with his wife. The stock market is literally crashing as we speak. Wow, really? Okay, so I was kind of guessing, but okay, so it's actually a problem. All right. I was hoping I was going to be kind of wrong about that, but I guess not. Damn. That's crazy. That's too bad. We needed to go way up. Huh. That's crazy. Joe, I'm as anti-Semitic as
I've been
they
going
come.
to wrestling shows
What
for
the
over
hell?
30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling
Dusty,
show.
crusty asshole.
They let Trey Miguel go on his comments about gay people and Jews and also cause he used to bang Alicia too. But did we forget about Zach Wentz getting fired from WWE because his ex Kimberly exposed pictures of him in a Hitler mustache? But he get to stay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get to stay, though. It's weird. It's like they pick and choose certain people. Like, hey, you did this, you're done. You did this, oh, well. The WWE is a little more excusing of certain things. But then again, AEW has been, too, at times for certain people. So, I don't know why. I'm vehemently against letting people go for poor taste jokes or comments from the past. I just treat it as like, well, what you do when you're here matters. What you said 8 years ago, I don't really care. I mean, unless you said like the most insane thing and meant it and still mean it, like maybe then, but I for the most part, I just think you let people be who they are and see how they are. Let them prove to you who they are. It just blows my mind that that people get let go that way. Grid became a member again. Thank you, Grid. 73 months. God damn. Yeah, there's a different comment. Good that he got fired. Who cares? AEW has too many flip-flop Power Rangers. I mean, he looks like Ricochet, kind of. I feel bad for anybody that gets released from their work and stuff. But yeah, AEW has just too many of these flippy-flop whatever. So everybody kind of blends in at a certain point. Look at Grid, 73 months as a member. We talked about Drew Bar the other day having a big membership. That's crazy. I think Drew Bar or somebody, Gold Standard, or somebody like Drew Bar, I think, had 77 months. I don't know what it was. It was a lot of months. Grid, nobody does. None of us do. Huh. Thank you, Grid. Thank you to Grid, Dusty, the crusty asshole. Thank you as well. Zach Wentz. I forgot all about that. But remember when What's-His-Face got fired and then he had like an anxiety attack about his old comments and he like flipped out? It's like I still would have said like, F you, I don't care. Come at me. What are you going to do? I don't know. That's crazy. Let's do that's wild. Facebook ads went way down. Facebook was crushing it, and then all of a sudden it was like the algorithm changed or something. Very weird. It was rolling. Brian Austin said, supposedly MJF didn't like Trey dating his wife, so MJF went to the higher-ups. They got fired to get Trey fired, but Desmond, Myron, and Zachary are safe because they hotboxed in their locker room. The fuck? That was Brian Austin, top commenter on the Facebook page. This person was happy that he got released. I don't know. Let's go to Bully Ray Dudley. Tell me about it.
That you were not used to your potential in WWE, and you agree.
This is them talking to I forget what her name is now.
Yourself that you were not used to your maximum potential.
And here's the thing, like I had a conversation with Vince once, it was after my GM run. And I think after my GM run was the biggest chance to make me a star because I had so much freaking heat, put me against a good babyface, run a long angle. I mean, a long angle and maybe eventually give me something to work with. And I remember he said after that, like, we dropped the ball with that. And, and I don't know why and I don't know how, but it's so hard for me to argue that. I agree with you, but it's so hard for me to say anything because everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't be here if that didn't happen. Like everything leads to where you're supposed to be in life. And I think I believe that.
And I understand you putting the positive on it, but you weren't used to your maximum potential. That's just the bottom line. I think we can all agree that you were not used to your potential in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what her potential is because of how they used her. I feel like they should have been able to do more. Bring back clown sighting again? Too much lipstick. Well, she's into girls, so she's not going to like you anyway, Everybody been saying 2026 feeling like 2016. Why does it feel like 2016? Sonya didn't have the it factor. I thought she was pretty good, but yeah, that's about it. Like, she's pretty good, but they could have done more. They could have done better for her, probably, but you can only do so much. Doesn't Heyman owe Jericho money from back in the day? I don't know. But if he did, I could see Jericho being like, "Oh, Paul, by the way, we're good." So I don't know that. I don't know though. Maybe he does. Maybe he still owes it to him. Maybe he pays it to him. Maybe he owes it to him. Maybe he pays it to him. I have no idea. It's a great question. I have no idea. Great question though. Huh. I wonder. Jay Swiss, what up, man? The fuck? How are you, brother? Let's hear the other clip. We got another clip? Let's hear it. Yeah, the Raven stuff was pretty cool the other day. We had some good Raven clips. Is this the funny one?
It's horrible. All it does is make people miss out, feel like they're missing out on other things.
Oh, yeah. This was him talking about social media. That's right. He was talking about the FOMO of social media.
I think social media is mostly the worst thing that ever happened to society. It's horrible. All it does is make people miss out, feel like they're missing out on other things. The FOMO. I mean, I have FOMO really bad, so I understand. I can't imagine. I have the life I have. So I can't imagine a 12-year-old fat kid, or a 9-year-old ugly girl, the FOMO they must feel, So
what did this person write on Twitter?
I think social media is mostly the worst thing that ever happened to society. It's horrible. All it does is make people miss out, feel like they're missing out on other things. The FOMO. I mean, I have FOMO really bad, so I understand. I can't imagine. I have the life I have. So I can't imagine a 12-year-old fat kid, or a 9-year-old ugly girl, the FOMO they must feel.
Or a 9-year-old ugly girl. Oh my God, bro, that's the funniest part. I can't imagine like a 9-year-old ugly girl. Holy shit, that killed me. Let's go give the love to the top donators of Streamlabs this month. If you use Streamlabs to donate, you're on this list probably. Let's take a look at it, man. Joe Bishop, number 2. Z Payne is in first place. $205 from Z Payne. Joe Bishop is in second with $151 this month of January. The Ghost from Casey's Dead Wife is number 3 with $136. A. O'Donnell with 129. The Creeder 120. Bullfrog Quotes at 81. Ghetto Cowboy 68.96. Frank Beans at $60. The Ghost of Gargut's 20th Job, $36. Ninth place. And in 10th place, Randy Viper, $32 will get you in 10th place this month. That's so far on Streamlabs. That does not include direct PayPal donations that you've made, and it does not include Cash App, which Cash App, the winner would go to probably Jesse and Allison Tuckwab. Thank you, guys. I wanted to shout out those people. We're going to be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Jay Swiss will be there. Trey will go to MLW or JCW and cut a promo like Austin did in ECW. If he's got balls, he'll do it. And if anybody has the balls to hire him after this situation, then that will be an interesting thing. But I'm concerned that they'll just stay away from him and we'll just get more sort of banishing of this guy as they dehumanize him from existing because of some comments that he might have made a while back. So, interesting there. Jay Swiss will be here tonight live on the Joe Cronin Show. Unbelievable. Gargut's 20th Job is wild, yeah. That's pretty crazy, Joe Bishop. How you doing? Glad you guys are here. All right, so what else we got? So a few little groups of, a few people knew about Seth Rollins' injury, so that came out. There's a lot of other things, like I said, coming out about the whole situation. Where is it? I want to go to Wrestle. I've got to be careful which side I go to. Okay, let's go to the right. Let's go to the right side. Let's see. All right. WWE referee injured in a serious car accident. That doesn't sound very good. That sounds like a Sean's View headline. Oh my God, that's a real headline. That literally sounds like a Sean's View headline. Wow. WWE referee and her pro wrestling husband, former NXT superstar Leon Ruff, who's married to current WWE referee Daphne LaShawn, took to Instagram to share that his wife got injured in a serious car accident. Jesus. Where's the Instagram? Leon Ruff, huh? Oh, shit. That's crazy. We know who that's the female referee. Yeah, of course. This is the girl that we're always like, oh man. We're always kind of like glazing her. We're like, oh man, she's hot. Count me down. That's her. Fuck, we like her. Oh my God, bro, what the? Wow. They got blasted, bro. Look at that. That's one of those ones that like will hurt your neck and your back and shit. Ugh. That's crazy. Who do I need to choke slam? Well, hopefully she's okay. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Jade Cargill. Everybody chiming in on that. That's crazy. Yeah, hopefully they're okay. That's wild. Oh, yo, they're like adorable. I love them. I don't even know them, and I love them. Yeah, hopefully they're okay. Aw. They got matching outfits and shit. Some people hate that shit. I think it's kind of cute. You know? Oh, they're wicked cute. Like, who doesn't love these two? Who doesn't love these two and wants them to be okay? Come on, brother. That's adorable. I like them. Aw. My heart. I really do. Like, they're fucking adorable together. She's so funny. I like her glasses. That smile. She got what a smile. Look at this. Oh no, she don't got a ring, does she? Oh, that ruins everything. If she got a septum ring. She don't got a septum ring, does she? Oh no. She don't got a septum ring. That ruins everything. Oh no, she does. Oh no. Oh no, she does. Uh-oh, it's ruined. It's not adorable anymore, guys. It's not adorable anymore. She got a septum ring. I don't know, though. Like, I can't help it. Her face is so happy and nice looking that, like, I feel like it's offsetting the septum ring. I don't mind this part of the nose pierce, but when it's a septum, it's usually a psycho, a person who's a nutcase. But I don't know. She looks so nice. I can't imagine her being a mean nutcase, but... Even a couple ex-girlfriends that I had that had septum piercings, they're nuts now. Like, they're childless and nuts now. So, my wife had a nose piercing. I think she had lip piercing. She had a tongue piercing. I don't think she had nose, though, actually. I think Leah didn't have nose. Leah had lip and tongue and ears. I think that's it. So it makes sense, right? My wife, we had kids, all these things. But the septum, it's like, forget it. No, I don't know. We're just being mean. But no, I hope they're okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. WWE referee in a car accident. Well, there goes Sean's view. He's going to make a video like, WWE fucking... What's wild about this, YR? YR just sent me a clip from the White House.
27. You know, you could do it 2%, 1%, 0.5%, 27 in the last fairly short while. Just in Minnesota. What's that? It's a terrible.
What's President Trump doing that's wild? YR, do you have any clips or any moments or whatever? Joe said, oh no, happy blacks. Oh, I like them. YouTube must have hidden him. Yeah, he probably lied too much about everybody dying. Every second was a video. WWE star dead. WWE star murdered. WWE star is dead. Like, it was like every second with the guy. Every second somebody was dead or killed or whatever. And most of the time it wasn't true. Maybe finally, like, you know, the YouTube algorithm was like, okay, this guy sucks. Let's stop promoting this. You know? Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Could be. I'm not 100%. But guys, I'm going to be live again tonight, 8 p.m. Come hang out here. You'll get an alert if you're a patron on Patreon. You will get an alert that I'm live. I'll tweet it out. I'll Facebook it out. I'll put it out on Patreon. We'll put it out everywhere we can. Yeah, if you have anything to say, you want to support the channel, feel free to donate it. If you do, we will play it on the air later tonight at 8 p.m. But yeah, I hope you guys can come check it out. Come do it. Feel free to come support the channel if you can, if you want to. We are going to be here. J Swiss, didn't Sean say Punk was returning for 8 years? Yeah, he did. Every week, every day, CM Punk returns, CM Punk returning, CM Punk returns. Yeah, it was like 9 years. And then he was like, I was the only one that told you. I was like, yeah, okay. And you just repeat it 90 times a day, every day. You know? You get it right eventually, you know? Oh, boy. WWE Unreal has been pretty good, though. I'm enjoying WWE Unreal. I'm liking it. You know? Ba-do-do-do. Also, hope you guys can go to the Facebook and follow me or like the Facebook page. Lots of stuff on the Facebook page for you there. I'm going to talk about what the fuck is going on with the Rumble this year tonight. Yeah, we'll probably talk a little bit about the Rumble tonight because we're going to get into it now because it's coming up now. It's around the corner now. It doesn't feel like it because I thought they were going to do way more building of certain things. Of course, I had my whole Miz idea and everything. Nothing like that is even happening. Nothing like that's happening.
Trump added. Think of that. I wanted to do 10. In my first 4 years, I did. When we put on a new regulation, you had to cut 8. This year, I said you have to cut 10. Instead, we cut 129. So every time, so far, can't remain like that. I don't imagine. I hope I can, because we have so much wasted regulation.
Trump's live right now.
Regulations where they go by California, which is a disaster state, with a governor that truly is doing a bad job. He's killing that state. If he ever ran the country, this country would be Venezuela very quickly. Using tariffs slash the U.S. trade
It's going to be Venezuela anyway.
deficit by an incredible 77%. The trade deficit is down, and that doesn't include the last month where we had our best month. We slashed the trade deficit by an incredible $74.50 and $5.
Why is he live right now?
For periods of time. And he went back to the Trump formula, but he didn't do it properly, and he really went back. I have such respect for that pastor. He was so calm. He was so nice. He was just accosted.
Oh, he's talking about what's going on in Minneapolis, yeah.
Minimum is missing in Minnesota, given to a large degree by Somalians. They've taken it. Somalians, can you imagine?
Somalians.
And they don't do it. A lot of very low IQ people, they don't do it. Other people work it out, and they get them money, and they go out and buy Mercedes-Benzes, and they come from here, they have no money. They never had money. They never had a life. They never had a government. They never had a country.
Can I get a Mercedes-Benz?
Because there's basically no country. Somalia is not even a country.
Oh, boy. Well, we'll sift through that and see what we can find that's funny in there. We'll see what's funny about that. We'll continue watching WWE Unreal. I'll probably have some more clips and takes and comments for you tonight at 8 p.m. here on the Joe Cronin Show. Thank you to the people that were able to donate. Grid, huge impact, brother. Thank you for the $20, Grid. Very much. If you want to donate, the Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. Cash App is at the top of the chat as well if you want to Cash App me. Even if you want to do it off air. If you want me to read it or not read it, whatever you want, I don't care. We'll take the support. There's the QR code for that. So thank you to Grid, Dusty the Crusty Asshole, and Bullfake, who also sent $1 in on the side. It didn't alert because it was only $1. Okay, but when it was $1, thank you, brother. Bullfake sent $1. I don't think he cared about being shouted out because I don't know if Bullfake is really bull anybody. If we're about to burn again, watch. A. O'Donnell, you might be right. Yeah, A. O'Donnell, what is going on in your state, brother? You got to get out of there. Like, what the hell is happening? Your state's like crazy right now. They're in Davos, that's why. Those files must be insane, right? Exactly. Yeah, the Epstein files are so nuts, bro. Look at all the stuff they're doing. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. Like, next thing you know, we're going to blow up a volcano on purpose. Like, they're doing everything they can so that you don't talk about the Epstein files. How can we get you to not talk about the Epstein files? I know, Minneapolis fraud, which is true, but, well, they could have done something about this years ago. They're just deciding now because they need a distraction. So, Minneapolis fraud. We're going to buy Greenland or go to war for Greenland. Think about this shit, guys. Why all of a sudden Greenland? What the fuck are you talking about? It's all to distract from the Epstein files. What's next? Dude, next thing Trump's going to say that we're going to take England. One time England tried to take America, wanted to own America, but now we're going to take England is what we're going to do. We're going to make it New England, like New England. And then everybody's going to be like, what the hell did Trump say we're going to take England? Yes. Bro, they're doing anything they can. Venezuela, England, Greenland, Canada, like it's all coming. Throw it all at the fucking wall. Whatever you got to do to get all the news to be talking about Greenland instead of raping little kids. There you go. There you go. I think you figured it out now. They got everybody talking about everything but little kids. Bam. It's all a fucking psyop. All right. We'll see you guys tonight live right here on the Joe Cronin Show. Trey Miguel gone from AEW. Was it because of MJF or was it because of something else? I don't know. You be the judge. We'll talk more about it tonight, plus WWE Unreal. Tonight on the Joe Cronin Show, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Be here tonight.